Right, we're live again with week 29, apparently. That is the week that we're on, according to my notes, which may or may not be correct, I just realized. It's possible that I did not update after last week. However, let's just call it week 29, and if it's not actually week 29, I will update that later. Ipso facto quid pro. Hey, Marcus, Sid, how are you doing this week?
Well, same old, same old. It's one of those things where I really have to adhere to the adage where if you find me a new employee that only triples my workload, I'll kiss his feet. It's been a pretty rough week, but still, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm feeling pretty okay about the way everything's been going the past week. Been working on some new videos as always, and all again running into problem after problem with those. I think I'm going about to shoot my computer in the face if it doesn't start cooperating soon. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I know about all this. YouTube uploads, that's the worst.
yeah. What your data's corrupt?
Processing time,
No,
8
dude.
hours.
Thank you, hard drive that's less than 4 months old.
Nice.
That
Got
happened.
anything else going on?
No, this week's been pretty basic for me, to be honest. Just work, more work, and YouTubes, and trying to figure out clever ways to make sure that my character doesn't die horribly tonight.
You're doomed.
Tonight's the night.
Never say doomed.
Well, you're not wearing the red shirt, so
Doomed.
you're ahead of the game.
That's true. I actually, because of the precarious nature of my character tonight, I opted to not wear the sacrificial red and fingers crossed.
All right. Craig, how are you doing since. Did we have Jade Regent? I feel like that's something we did have.
You did. I was there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
say
we
y'all
did.
did.
How have you been since Tuesday?
Yeah, fairly well. Work was kind of on and off this week, but other than that, not a whole lot. I'm still messing with the tractor. Haven't touched the truck. It's about the size of my week, man.
All right.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Yeah, I know about that. Adam, how are you doing this week?
Pretty good. I can't really think of anything like super interesting to say. It's been a good week though. It feels like things have gone smooth, and I'm watching a lot of baseball, and it's October, so that's taken up a lot of my time outside of work and family. So, but I'm always looking forward to playing some Skulls and Shackles. I'm really happy this campaign has gone on for over a year. Correct?
Oh,
No?
yes, quite.
So yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, anytime you reach that year mark, I think that in itself is an accomplishment. And I really enjoy playing with you guys. I just don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but I think this is, we don't have a lot of chat time outside of our game. I just want to let you know I really enjoy playing with everyone.
That's why I always do introductions, because it's for me to catch up with all my cool friends, because I don't often catch up with you otherwise. Not for you, people at home. Although if you like watching us talk about each other, that's fine too. Dom, how are you doing?
I'm
Damn
doing
it.
okay. I'm making my backup character for when I get murdered tonight. He's gonna have a peg leg that he blew off himself. He's gonna have 2 levels of alchemy.
Excellent. And can I
But
say, Dom, your camera is still so much better than it used to be.
I know
Really, just
Oh yeah,
like a 5 times step up in quality.
I got a new camera. I got a lamp.
Yep. So good. People can see you now.
I'm not in the shadows anymore.
Not in the shadows anymore. All right. Well,
Swear
unlike
to
everybody
me.
else here, I actually have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Mm.
But I'll try to go through it real fast. Reinstalled Civ 5. Complete mistake. Just going to go there. Tried WildStar. Apparently, and this is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard from customer service. When WildStar came out, I pre-ordered it, went to the closed beta test, was completely dismayed by the amount of racists and homophobes that were spamming chat constantly and that over like the 3-day weekend, the mods did absolutely nothing to curb it. Like there was nobody deleting that stuff in chat. No one was banning them. So I canceled my
Really?
pre-order, and when I tried to do the new free-to-play WildStar, my account was suspended, and I couldn't figure out why, so I mailed them. But while I was mailing them, I applied a time code to my account because I was like, yeah, I've got one lying around from Humble Bundle. They told me that because I canceled my pre-order, I could fuck myself. That was not their literal words. Their words were, if you want to play after canceling your pre-order from 2 years ago, you must fuck yourself. No, you have to make a new email account. And then I asked, can I get that code back? And their answer there was actually literally fuck yourself. So,
Nice.
fuck WildStar. Don't ever play it. It's a fucking dumb game, no matter how awesome the cinematics look and how incredible the main villain is. He's just so wine-drinkingly badass. And finally, I got around to watching
fun with this.
Yeah, I got around to watching Furious 7. Let me say that my reviews of Furious 4, 5, and 6 have been pretty bad because it seemed to be they were trying to attempt to kill as many police officers as possible while still looking like the good guys. There are almost no police officers killed by the protagonist in this movie, so it was really good. I wasn't like, wow, they've just killed half the Brazilian police force. Instead, it was actually a really good movie. And at the end, when they did the Paul Walker tribute, I started crying. I was like, oh shit, I'm breaking down, I'm crying. But my nose is bleeding at the same time. It made a horrible fucking mess. I was just like, no, I'm crying. And then I'm like, oh god, my nose is bleeding as well. It's so terrible. Paul Walker, Vin Diesel. You can tell those guys really, really cared about him. And they fucking set that shit up real nice. So, that's me. That's my introduction. Do I have anything else to rage about? Support the BattleTech Kickstarter. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Give in already. Do it. It's the company's amazing. The game is amazing. Just do it.
Just do it.
All right.
Yeah, guys, come on. BattleTech's been around forever. You know they're solid. You know they're good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm more a Gundam guy.
The new Gundam show.
I was looking at that. I was like, what? It doesn't make me feel. It doesn't.
They're trying.
And the first one did?
It made me feel. When you're a kid and you're like, wow, this is actually pretty cool.
All right, listen. Gundam Wing.
I guess
Again,
I'm too old.
We were children when we watched Gundam Wing, and it was fucking dudes fighting other dudes in mecha suits. It was awesome.
Wait a minute, you forget there were emos that was actually pretty cool emos.
Yeah.
And ironically,
that was
the
back
one
when it
that
was
had
cool.
the gravesite Gundam was like the most positive person on the team, which is like odd. And he had the most to be emo about. My dad died. My colleagues got murdered, but I'm going to try to be the best I could be.
Let's be clear here. There are a lot of shitty Gundam episodes from all their various seasons.
Yeah.
Gundam 00 is incredible.
Yes, it is.
You should absolutely watch Gundam 00. And maybe 008th MS Team.
Yes, that was when he ripped off his arm and beat another thing. The ace just showed up and just owned everybody.
Yeah.
Oh god, why?
Almost every other Gundam is terrible. And there's a lot of shitty anime coming out this season,
Never
too.
watched Seed. No.
Yeah. All right, we ready to jump into this then?
Ready to get murdered.
All right.
Holding my breath.
Take my breath away.
So, if my recollections are correct, let's just flash to the map here. It's my bad guy's moves.
Yes.
Last time you entered this facility, the fort on your personal island, the island of Empty Eyes, and you came in through a hole in the castle keep wall. Doing so activated a haunt in the area, while you were also heading directly into a holding area for undead Cyclops hands that also ambush you at the same time. Sometime during that combat, Alaris had a number of oracle visions around the haunt about an artifact somewhere in the world, possibly on the island, but somewhere in the world that powered it, that needed to either be destroyed by beating someone to death with it, or just destroying it outright. if you're capable, because it's an artifact and those things don't die very easily. Clearing out the rest of the facility, I believe you burned down a Church of Erodin. Yeah, that definitely happened.
I had nothing to do with that.
Then you
I just-
entered a kitchen and gallery area where a number of voices confronted Captain Scourge, asking him if they wanted to talk to them directly. Scourge agreed and immediately fell over asleep. The party woke him up and engaged in combat with these strange, shape-shifting, incorporeal creatures. They got more and more angry when they finally started spellcasting. The party got into some pretty serious stuff. Marcus has teleported away from the party in an effort to save himself. Unfortunately, it was still just within charge range of one of the creatures, who is now approaching him at high speed with its hand out, ready to end his life. And I think that's when we get the recap is over and the screen goes black, and then at the bottom left-hand corner it says, like, 10 years ago, Rahadum. And there's like a rough stone building. Everything inside's been whitewashed. There's a pile of oranges in a bowl in the center of a table where a man is reading a newspaper, and a much younger Marcus comes in, and the man is like, "Oh, Marcus! Disappointed your father once again! What is it that you have done now?"
I'm afraid I don't know to what you're referring.
Oh, you don't know what I'm referring to, huh? You don't know what I'm referring to. Uh-huh. Your Pure Legion friends were here again. Your lieutenant showed up at the house. I told you. I don't want those men anywhere near the house. They scare your mother. They're here asking me questions. They ask questions about you and the oranges. They say that you are smuggling oranges out of our country. Is this true, Marcus?
I'm afraid that it is.
You're smuggling oranges! And he stands up and starts striding towards you. You're smuggling oranges!
Let me take a step back defensively, because my father is a fairly imposing man, and at this point I'm just a little teenager.
So he's
So
got
I-
a hand raised now as you step back. And he's just
I-
holding it there. He's like, Marcus, you disappoint me again, but it is a crime punishable by death. Our family could be hurt by this. What are you
Father-
going to do about it?
Father, I had to. You saw those people out there on the streets, how hungry they are. That gold could have gone a long way towards feeding so many of them. How could I not do anything?
So he turns around and like picks up an orange out of the bowl and throws it at you, and then just starts throwing all of them at you. You want to feed the poor? Just give them the oranges. Don't smuggle them out of the country.
That's not enough. Selling one orange could buy enough food to feed a family for 2 weeks.
That is
You know
because
this.
our oranges are the greatest in the entire world.
Exactly. What is so wrong with sharing them with other people?
Because they are not worthy. They believe in the gods and the foolishness. We are the pure. Rahadum is a land without gods. And because of that, we have the greatest oranges in the world. We have the greatest people in the world. We have the best culture in the world. And you are threatening the best family in the world with your impudence.
A culture built on the back of a rotten foundation will never stand. You taught me that.
At that point, your father backhands you.
I take it.
Leave my house. You're not my son anymore. I don't care where you go, boy, but you are not a member of the Ganam. Leave.
Fine. And I storm out.
All right.
Exit scene left.
All right. And so, as this creature is coming towards you and like forming its hand to scoop out your heart, you see it's taking the form of your father that day, throwing an orange at you. 21 touch.
That'll do it.
All right.
Wait, I thought it just moved, though, right before we finished the episode
Yeah,
last.
it charged.
Yeah.
So I didn't roll its attack yet.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
So when you charge, you can double move in a straight line and still do one attack at the end of it. All right, it hits you for 31 points of negative energy damage.
That's more than enough.
All right. Does it take you past your negative con?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so to everybody else, it just looks like this creature approaches forward and like sticks its hand through Marcus's chest and then rips it back out as Marcus falls forward doing the, the floppy. But to Marcus, it looks like this creature's got an orange and shoves it right where his heart used to be.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the last thing he sees before dying.
Wow.
And because
This
it's
camp.
because it's negative energy, you literally watch his eyes like flash, and there's just like nothing in there anymore, and there's like blackened veins over his face. His body is just consumed by the necromancy.
Necromancy.
Wow.
Well then.
Dang, this campaign is so hard on characters.
It's not as bad as Jade Region, am I right? Am I right?
No, yeah,
Huh?
really.
Jade Region was great right up until that part you just started dying over and over again.
Over and over and
So the other one, the other creature kind of just watches what's happening with Marcus and just kind of idly is floating, like with its arms crossed, floating backwards towards Scourge, and then it turns around and just tries to like back him in across the face. A 25 touch. Is that going to hit? Almost certainly, but I feel like it's important to ask.
To me?
They hit who?
Scourge.
Oh, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my touch is 12.
All right, I need you to make a will save versus a curse. You take 36 points of negative energy damage.
Ah, darn. Holy cow, man. Let me see, I have a spell and spell-like. Or supernatural?
It's extraordinary.
Oh, okay. So what do we got going on right now for bonuses, guys?
+2 against fear effects.
That's it? Okay.
That's what I got going. Wait a minute, doesn't your damage get... Oh, yeah.
You have a +1 to
Hold on.
resistance. But
Marcus is like, wait, I might not be as dead as I thought I was.
Were there any, because Laris had shared lifelink with us and done all this other crazy stuff. Is there any damage mitigation there?
with
You beat-
Scourge, but with everybody else, it's 5 hit points per round.
Oh, so it's a heal of 5.
Yeah.
Nope, still dead. Okay.
So I did take 18 from you, Scourge. So you got 30, out of 36.
All right, Scourge. As its hand presses against your face, it like slows. Like a lightsaber going through material. It's not going to stop, but it just slows considerably. And you feel a warmth passing through you. Can you roll 1d4?
I take half of that,
Yes.
Adam.
Yeah. You take
So
18.
36, I take 18.
Might be a good time to rage.
I think I already was raging. I raged before I left the house. I didn't change my hit points though, so I need to adjust that. Roll a d what?
D4. Alright, you take 2 points of wisdom damage.
Mhm.
You also are fatigued.
Ah.
So you are no longer raging.
And there is a mark of a hand on your face now that will not go away until the curse is removed. If you want to put some sort of curse identifier on your character, that would probably be...
Wisdom, huh?
Pretty
Minus
good.
2.
Yep.
Wow, this is nuts.
Alright, Tsunami.
Okay, since you told me Arcane Strike can work on these things.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Tsunami will now full round attack it with Arcane Strikes.
Okay.
add +2 to damage and +2 to hit for form. Oh, I guess the last one didn't work. I'm missing a thing.
That's okay. It was going to miss anyway.
Oh, good point.
Okay, so let's see here. Incorporeal, so I'll have.
Yeah, 1 round to perform down.
So you did 9, 10, 11, plus 13, 24 together, which means it takes 12 points of damage. Yeah, it just seems to, your dragon comes up, and the creature just looks thoroughly unimpressed as you pass through it.
He is not amused.
All right, Scourge, you're pulled
Well.
back out of rage right as you start entering it.
Yeah, no kidding. I believe that I will just trying to think what other bonuses I have. I don't think I have anything else going on right now, do I? I have no idea how.
You got +2 to attack and damage and +2 against fear effects.
What? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm just gonna do a
Fractional results.
Alright, so it'd be 13 for the first attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, and
It's a magical weapon? Yeah, it's a +1.
yes.
Okay.
And then I don't think I really have any idea if these things can be tripped, can they? Do I?
They're currently flying,
Have
so
any-
no.
Probably not, yeah. Alright.
If they were standing on the ground, it would be possible.
So the shield is a complete waste because I can't
Not magical.
it's not magical, so
Yeah.
I can't attack with it. So I will just two-hand.
Okay.
That would be 1d10 plus 17. So 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And a second attack at +8. 28. Oh, crit threat.
Okay. No.
15 to confirm. And another d10 plus 17 for 25. So
right.
45 total.
Yeah. So, tell me how you're like slashing this axe, because you're abandoning your shield. It's not like you're putting
Yep.
it down, but you're just
Right.
using two hands on your weapon.
Right, two-handed it. Just gigantic two-handed up on his toes all the way to the ground swing.
Yeah, the creature is like not making any attempt to dodge you. It's doing the Mewtwo stance where you're just passing right through it, and it stands there like, I'm a badass. The Mewtwo. All right, Marcus.
Did it do any damage or not?
Oh, it dealt a shit ton of damage.
Oh, okay. It just
doesn't care because it has a lot of hit points.
Holy crap.
So,
Okay.
Marcus.
Yes.
After you left Rachadum, did you find religion in anywhere, or are you still anti-religious?
Still very much anti-religious.
Okay, so what happens is you wake up. The last thing you remember is falling down on the ground, and you're like standing up, and there's two. They look like Grim Reapers, but with bird skulls instead, and size, and they're like, yeah, another disbeliever. Pharasma will pinion your soul, heretic. Come with us. And they like gesture for you, and when you look around, you're in this enormous, like, infinite graveyard. And in the distance, there's like a golden mausoleum where thousands of people that are just like you standing up and being moved along a path by creatures towards there. What do you do?
I obviously look around and see if there's some way I can get away from here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to run in any direction other than towards the mausoleum, you can.
I most definitely do so.
Okay. Yeah, you start running away, and as soon as you turn around, you see there's a moon in the sky that seems to have a face on it that's just glaring at you. Can you make a will save real quick?
Will. Do I get my standard bonuses, or is it flat?
What are your standard bonuses?
It's a total of +7.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that anything would be discluded from it.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, you look at the moon, and the moon is staring back at you, and it feels like the moon is, like, looking inside your soul. Almost like it can see just your skeleton and your essence inside. But you just keep running, and the two creatures that you saw before appear in front of you again, like, out of smoke. So there's just a column of smoke, and it swirls and parts, and they're standing in front of you, and they're... One of them just shakes its head and goes, I love it when they do that.
Oh, crap.
Alaris. Are you muted?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
you're
Pretty
just-
conflicted. No, I'm just conflicted because this is not going well.
Not at all. Away, so far away.
I mean,
Well,
at this point, guys, should we consider surrendering?
If they will accept our surrender, maybe.
I ask, will you accept our surrender? I will. I guarantee I will heal any damage that will that's plagued you.
so the one in front kind of turns towards you, and its eyes, its form keeps changing, but its eyes are like glowing red now, and it seems completely hateful. No matter what form it takes, its expression is the Dick Cheney scowl.
Okay.
And you hear a voice in all of your minds that's just like, you attacked us first.
All right.
No, you put me to sleep. That was an attack.
What do you want to do, Alaris?
Well,
Negotiate.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they're meant to negotiate right now, so I will have to attack.
All right.
Gee
All right.
whiz.
Both
Gee
of those
whiz.
will hit.
Did you add my modifiers to this?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, as usual, it's not making any attempt to dodge your attacks. It's just standing, floating completely still.
Time for
Maelstrom,
that.
I
time for
believe
that
you were
confusion.
running in circles last time.
And I attack the nearest ally again.
Yep, that currently, I believe that's Master Scourge, but let's figure it out.
Okay.
Nope, it's actually Alaris.
Oh, at least you're getting cover, dog.
Oh no!
So just to remind the audience at home, he's still got like 9 rounds of confusion left.
Yeah, and I keep rolling that high percent.
Yeah, keep getting
that's
that
beautiful.
attack.
Isn't that like the second 100 you rolled?
No, yeah, that's the second 100, but 3 times I get above 75, so it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Sorry, Alaris. Touch attack. At least you got cover.
What are you, Scorching Ray?
Yeah, Scorching Ray.
All right, so Alaris, you got +4 to your touch AC on this. What is
Wow.
your touch AC?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any bonuses at all, and I don't think I do. So it'd be 14.
All right, you're gonna get hit with what? 8d6 damage. Looks more like 37 points of damage.
Oh man.
Good gosh. And I'm fatigued now, so I can't rage.
Yeah, brutal. You still alive there, Alaris?
4 hit points.
Hey, Sanka, you dead, man? Yeah, man. All right, Maelstrom, anything else you want to do?
That's all I can do, man. I'm confused.
All right. So the two creatures turn to look at each other, and this is probably how like Alaris's attacks hit this guy because he's not even looking at them. And the one that's by Marcus just kind of nods, and the first one over by Scourge just floats back slowly, and they both kind of disappear in a puff of smoke.
I mean, would that provoke? 10 foot
Probably
range?
from Tsunami. Yes.
I don't think that's a good idea. They're giving us some kind of a chance to not die here. We should probably take it.
Fine. I would not take it. It's like Tsunami about to snap, and it's like, don't do it, Dragon.
Let's get far away from Maelstrom as we can.
Yeah.
The irony of you controlling two different characters on two different sides of this battle now, Dom.
Yeah, I know.
Tsunami, what are you doing?
Tsunami's like, Tsunami is going
lunch.
Can I use my dragon sense to sense them?
You do not sense them within 60 feet.
Oh, that's cool. It's like I don't sense it with my dragon sense. Let me see if I could use scent the double short at. Do Tsunami have scent?
That's only 60 feet, brother.
Well, you know, I'm just saying they might go past the dragon sense, but you know, actually smelling them is too. Get what I'm saying? Like I'm checking all my radars. Like I don't send them on my sonic radar. I'm going on my smelling radar.
I don't think you can't evade dragon sense at all.
Oh, I thought there might be a way. I'm 100%
Yeah,
sure.
it's blind sense, so it automatically sees everything within 60 feet.
Okay.
As long as it's not like they were hidden inside a wall.
You see Tsunami go up in here and close the door.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all.
Alright, Scourge, what do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna get away from Maelstrom where he can't shoot me.
I think I'm closing the door.
Yeah. I don't see Alaris. Where'd he go?
He's up and left from you.
Oh, he's still okay. Tsunami's over the top of him. Okay. And the door is closed now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just help hold the door shut.
Alright. Yeah, Alaris, you're up. Unless you immediate action Scourge off, you're going to take those 5 points of damage and fall over.
Yeah, I definitely need to take my life links off and heal myself.
Alright. So I'm just going to skip to the part everybody wants to have happen. And Maelstrom. Let's see a random roll. Yep, you're going to attack the nearest creature. And
Well,
so
wait a minute.
what I want to have happen is Tsunami roll a strength check with +2 from Scourge's aid, and then Maelstrom roll a strength check as well.
Okay.
See which one of you busts the door open.
Okay, strength check. I have I got 15 strength, so that's +2. He adding that, so roll. That sucks. Mistral has a +1. And he moves and opened up the door.
Yeah, the door is like shattered in its frame now and just gets blown wide off the hinges.
Well, that's all you could do, move and open up the door.
Yep.
Here's Johnny.
Tsunami.
Tsunami's like, I have a plan. Tsunami's going to attack Mistral, triggering the Confuse to make him attack tsunami directly.
Okay.
And this tsunami's gonna fly off.
All right. Make your attack.
Okay. Doesn't matter if well, I guess it does damage wise.
It will. And then Maelstrom gets an AOO on Tsunami. That's right, Dom. Continue to roll to kill both of your characters with each other.
Exactly.
Dance, puppets!
I missed attack now. He AoEs me. Let me see. I got the claw, so the claw's like claw attack. I think that's plus 11. They both miss each other, and Tsunami flies off into the distance. Let me get my measurement up, see how far he can go.
All right. Yeah. So after a minute of kind of running and attempting to chase Tsunami around the courtyard, Maelstrom chills the fuck out.
Say
And
what?
all that's left is a smoldering church with Marcus like kneeling towards the burned church of Rodin, almost as if in supplication.
Can I
Ask
say that
me.
when he was in confusion, you see Mitchell's having visions of hell, like he's seeing like pit fiends and like ice demons coming at him. That's all he saw.
Yep. Yeah. He's remembering. He's having flashbacks.
There we go.
I'm going to cradle Marcus in my arms and say, Admiral Scourge, I believe it is time to retreat this haunted place.
Yeah, I think that's probably our only option at present. Pick up his body, take him with us.
All right, you're retreating to the ship.
I'm going to channel energy a couple times.
Yeah, like two
So
steps.
when you arrive back on the ship, the sailors they've been watching you row towards them, and they've noticed a dead body underneath a sheet. And it's pretty clear they're all very disturbed by this. They're talking in very hushed tones, like hard to make out exactly what they're saying, but the attitude seems extremely negative. What do you want to do?
I'm going to see if this Marcus can be saved by the divine clerical magic of Callistra.
So you're going to your cleric of Callistria?
Yes.
So she looks over the body and just is like, Alaris, I can't do this. I'm not hardly powerful enough to do something like this. I mean, there are ways we could force this, but the price to be paid would be extreme.
I head down to my, I guess my wizard area for studies and try to look into some blood magic.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely blood magic material on how you could revive Marcus, but again, the sacrifices you have to make would be extreme. The one that stands out for you right now is that you can trade your familiar's life for his.
I don't have a familiar.
I thought you had a bee.
I had to give it up for the dragon.
Well then, yeah. It turns out... Yeah, like, I think you're reading through it and you're like, I gotta give up my familiar. And now you're like, oh, shit, I could sacrifice that dragon. A young, wormling-blooded dragon magically bound to me? Yeah,
You see,
you could
it's like-
ritually sacrifice him and trade his soul for Marcus's.
I should have kept that bee a little bit longer.
I love that there's no qualms about horribly sacrificially murdering something. It's just...
Inconvenient.
Inconvenient.
Wow, yeah, how inconvenient.
Well, I'm just doing my research. Like, I'm not going to just twiddle my thumbs like, oh, well, he died. I'm going to do research. If it's the best, not the best research, at least I'm attempting something instead of just looking around. You know what I mean?
See, to be honest, I figured Aces would be excited to have some fresh blood.
Not like this.
Oh,
So-
you're doing the Matrix? Not like this. Not like this.
I like
In
this
the
Oh.
at the
Gnome
at the
was
temple
annoying.
at the new Callistrian temple that is forming at our island.
Hasn't even begun to be built yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the nearest port city that would have a? I'm just thinking about our geography.
Yeah.
So the nearest port is
Trenchport?
Nejnu, and it's quite small.
Oh.
Haven't
It
we
would
been there
probably be friendly towards you, as you're kind of pro halfling, but yeah. The nearest major city to you is almost undoubtedly going to be Drenchport.
Yeah. Well, I can take that preserve body spell.
So it's going to take 4 days travel round trip, and you're not likely to find a cleric in Drenchport. You will almost certainly be able to find a druid who can reincarnate him, however.
How about Kent? How long is that?
Alright. Kent is 108 miles away, which means it's 220. It would take 5.5 days round trip.
Okay. Is that long enough for Raised Dead?
Oh, almost certainly.
Okay. So in Kent, there's the House of Stolen Kisses, and one of the favors that was exchanged when we returned the Golden Wasp was healing services at a reduced cost.
Yep.
So we can take him there.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I believe you guys had 3 weeks in order to complete this. Let's see here. 3 months. Oh, you got plenty of time.
It was like 3 weeks. Damn.
Okay,
It's like,
so
hop to it, guys. We know you're badass enough.
yeah. So, do we want to jump directly to Kent for the ceremony then?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Yeah. You arrive in Kent Harbor, where you need to pay out one plunder for your crew. Many of whom you probably will not see again. Gonna have to hire on a number of new crew members. For the whole trip, there's probably been a lot of grumbling. The reason, not just the death, but the fact that once again, the interface between the lower deck crewmen and the officers has wound up dead on the ship again, with little to no explanation as to the cause.
Oh, well, I certainly would have explained to him along the trip what happened and why.
Okay,
I'm not keeping a secret from anybody.
Can you make a diplomacy check?
Sure.
And I want to remind you, the last time you made a diplomacy check that was absolutely critical, you rolled a fucking 20.
Had to bring that up, didn't you?
Yeah, so you're definitely not going to do it this time.
I believe you, Scourge.
There's
Keep
no
him in
chance.
shape. Bring out the whip.
I'm guessing you roll a 3.
Ha
What the fuck?
Hashtag eat it, Arthur.
Oh,
Well,
We're never gonna do it again.
you were gonna do it again, man.
take my ball and go home. That's it. I'm flipping the virtual table. We're done.
Dropping the mic, flipping the table, done.
Every
Take it
single
back up.
time. I'm serious. Every single time I've said you need a 20 to do this, the person has been successful. Every single time. We're now up to 9. You know what the improbability of rolling 9 20s in a row is?
Insane.
Yeah. It's like roll 20 just wants to fucking mock me. Alright, yeah. the crew would be like, oh, another person dead, but they're actually like, he was a hero. We're gonna sing songs about Marcus.
Hey, about him coming back specifically.
Well, they aren't gonna sing songs about him coming back until it happens. But more importantly, you can give yourself 2 more points of infamy as your crew spreads out throughout Kent, telling songs about Marcus's heroic death, where he was shooting fire and lightning and magical missiles at creatures of the most horrible darkness that were attempting to slay him with some sort of burning orange sword.
Nice.
Indeed.
The tales get bigger in every telling. At one point, Marcus was a giant, 10 feet tall, standing over the rest of the party, protecting them single-handedly.
Did somebody update yet?
I'm doing it right now. Like,
Okay.
I get my Google links.
I got it open.
Okay, if you're gonna
I
do
just
that.
want to make sure we didn't do it twice. All right.
Yeah, so you arrive in Kent. The High Priestess, Dindrian, is not in her residence at the moment. She's not there. But there's a up-and-coming young cleric who is more than willing to perform the ceremony for 25% reduced cost.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck that. They're willing to perform the ceremony for free as long as you front the material thing.
They're happy
Yeah.
about that bee.
Yeah, no. So what happens is they set up like a marble altar outside, and they make it a public event. They send out the word that they're raising Marcus, hero of the Island of Empty Eyes.
And they get all the credit.
Yep, they get all the credit. You guys have to front the, what is it, like 5,000 gold pieces?
5,000, I think. Yeah, diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so there's the it's treated like a celebration. I hate to do this, but it's fitting. It's like the end of the Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 1, where, you know, everyone's like moving slowly up to the top of this series of staircases to the temple, and there's a stone altar with Marcus laid out on it, and the current priestess is like holding the diamond above her head and saying strange words and talking about the core, and the diamond glows brilliant white. And Marcus, I think it's been like years for you. You've been running through this graveyard for years, and every direction you go, these creatures are always there. And then you just wake up. You have a choice here. So your soul is coming back right now. You have a choice, because I don't think you can be forced to be raised dead, right?
Nope.
Do you want to re-enter your body or run forever in Pharasma's graveyard?
Oh, there's definitely a reason why I was running. I most definitely want to get the hell out of there.
And I run so far away, try to get away.
Yeah, so you see like a white hand like in front of you coming out of mist, and someone's calling. They're like, Marcus.
Maybe it's like one of those cheesy anime things where I'm running forward in slow-mo and jumping and reaching with hand outstretched,
Oh, we're
and the
doing the
fingers
Star-Lord?
just touch together, and then there's a bright white flash. I wake up. Ugh!
There's thousands of people cheering. Pirates have like sabers out. Ah!
Maybe freaking out a few seconds because I've been in nothing but panic mode for ever
Yeah.
in an eternity.
Somebody is just pouring whiskey over your face right now.
Can I slap him? Just like, wake up, man. You'll get over it. You get used to it.
So, the past few years just kind of slip from your mind. Any knowledge of what happens when you die is kind of just generally hazy. You remember waking up in a graveyard, and that's about it.
More than I remember.
Cough a little bit to clear the old stale air out of my lungs, and look up at everyone, just like, well, not ever gonna do that again. I'm just gonna fall backwards.
The priestess reaches out to hand you like a bowl of food, and in the center of it is an orange. She's like, go ahead, eat. You need to regain your strength.
You just see him look at the orange like, ah.
Yeah. So you spend the next 3 days returning to the Island of Empty Eyes. Since that time, the Jameson Company has arrived and begun working on the port. They have signals up, so they've got like flags out on the mast indicating, like friendly vessel cannot approach fort, danger. That's all they got because semaphore isn't very, useful.
Right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Head back to the fort.
So I guess during that time, I'm like, talking to all the crew and everything, and there were like grumblings about, oh, Scourge managed to kill off another one of us, and I'm like praising the group up and down about how they did everything they could. I mean, look at me here. I wouldn't even be here if they hadn't done what they did, lads. They're not bad at all.
Yeah, so what happens is you're worried. You're like, oh shit, everybody's gonna hate them, and they're all like, yeah, we know, yeah.
Oh,
You're just talk to us about it. Yeah, we're cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He says, like, I don't remember what happened, though. I just remember demons and ghosts and pit fiends.
Pit fiends.
I was confused most of the battle, so it's like, it was just one imp that just kept poking me over and over again, and I was chasing it down, trying to murder its face.
So apparently, in your deluded visions, Alaris is an imp. Excellent.
No, remember I poked, what's the name of it? Tsunami poked me on the side to actually draw
okay. All right. Yeah,
So
that
I was
makes
like,
sense.
trying to chase down that imp. It's like, you're gonna die. I can't take the pit fiend, but I'm gonna get you tonight.
All right. So yeah, the port is partially reestablished. There's enough rebuilt to have one deep water berth that you could pull the ship up to the dock, basically. But there's no warehouses. It's literally just the pier is built.
Well, guys, back to that 5 to 9.
I think before we left, I think I would have gone around to try and find some items of healing with like almost a primal urgency.
Oh, so yeah. Okay. What are you buying back at the Honeycomb Manor?
If you want to buy some diamond dust, I can perform a spell that will give you back some of your soul.
Restoration, he means.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. How much gold do I have right now? Should be plenty. I've got 4,500 still in my bank.
So as you're... go ahead.
Oh, I just gonna let you know it's 1,000 per level. You have 2 negative levels, permanent negative levels, and it's 1,000 per level. But you only get to have 1 per week. So you get to, cast a spell, get 1 level back, but you'll still be 1 level down. You wait a week and then get the other.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely foot the bill for that.
Okay. You see Aces come up to you and, like, gives 500 gold as a help him out, because he's like you, I like. The other sergeant I didn't like. He was annoying and loud. The captain had to cut off his head. But damn, did he have some good blood.
So, Marcus...
Well, hopefully you'll never need to sample mine. I do appreciate it.
The curse that was afflicting you before your death disappeared with your death. But, Scourge, the mark on your face faded mostly when you left the island, but as you're sailing back there, you can feel it starting to take effect again, and your fatigue is returning. Alaris, or anyone, did any of you do any research into the curse during your time abroad?
I could.
Okay, can you make a heal check?
Heal.
D21.
My heal is that. Okay, and that heal is that. Okay. Here's me, and next will be Tsunami. Nope. And Tsunami. Nope.
Nope.
Got nothing, Captain.
We would go to a temple somewhere.
Yeah, if you wanted to stop by the temple in Kent.
Sorry, I didn't realize Alaris hadn't rolled. Do you have a heal check?
I do not.
Okay.
So, yeah, when you're at the temple, you're taken aside for a very thorough examination by a young man who's basically wearing nothing but a loincloth scourge, and he's getting really close to you constantly, just like pushing on your face and just like, stop moving around. I need to check the viscosity of the wound. And he like keeps poking you in the face and seeing how long it takes for your skin to like rise back up. Then he like pinches you and waits to see how long it takes to fall back down. He says, what you have been affected by is called the Nightmare Curse. You are bound to whatever creature has cursed you, and when you return to where that creature is, you will begin to suffer